never imagined that today would be the day that would change my life forever. That morning, I sat by the riverbank reflecting on the endless flow of water. In every ripple I saw a reflection of my own life, so quickly passing, so difficult to comprehend. There I was, a seeker of meaning, trying to understand two profound concepts: death and impermanence. Death as a spiritual transition. In many spiritual traditions, death is not seen as an end, but as a transition to another form of existence. In Hinduism, for example, death is part of the cycle of samsara, where the soul that leaves the body is reborn based on karma. This offers the perspective that death is just a step in the long journey toward liberation. Similarly, Buddhism teaches that death is a transition from one life to the next. The concept of impermanence, anicca, is central to this teaching. Every life, every moment, and every breath is proof that nothing is eternal. Understanding and accepting this impermanence is key to achieving enlightenment. In the Christian tradition, death is viewed as a temporary separation of the soul from the body, with the belief in resurrection and eternal life with God. Meanwhile, in Islam, death is a transition from worldly life to the hereafter, where everyone will be judged based on their deeds in this world. Impermanence, accepting change. Impermanence is a concept that teaches that all phenomena, including life, are temporary, always changing. In Buddhist philosophy, this is one of the three main marks of existence, along with suffering, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. Meditation is one practice used to understand and accept impermanence. In every meditation session, we are encouraged to observe the constant changes in our thoughts and feelings. Thus, we learn not to cling to things that are not permanent and to focus on spiritual growth. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Lao Tzu. Death as a spiritual teacher. Many spiritual traditions see death as a teacher that helps us appreciate every moment of life. In Stoicism, for example, the concept of memento mori reminds us that death is an inseparable part of life. By remembering death, we learn to live virtuously and without regret. Death is also seen as a transformative process that brings renewal and spiritual growth. In every end, there is a new beginning. Just as the seasons change, death leads us to a new phase in our spiritual journey. Practical implications of impermanence. Understanding impermanence helps us accept changes in life more wisely. When we realize that everything is temporary, we become more prepared to face challenges and loss. We learn to appreciate every moment and let go of attachments to worldly things. In the modern world, the approach to death has undergone significant changes. The concept of hospice and palliative care emphasizes providing comfort and support to those who are dying. This reflects the understanding that death is a natural part of life and that everyone deserves to die with dignity. Overcoming the fear of death. Fear of death often stems from uncertainty and not knowing what will happen. By studying and reflecting on the concepts of death and impermanence, we can reduce this fear. Open discussions about death can also help us face this reality more calmly and wisely. Fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. Mark Twain. Death and impermanence are two deep and meaningful aspects of life. From a spiritual perspective, both teach us to live with virtue, accept change, and cherish every moment. By understanding and accepting death as a natural part of life, we can achieve inner peace and true wisdom. At that riverbank, I realized that life is a constantly flowing current. Every moment is an opportunity to grow and learn, and when the time comes to face death, I will do so with a calm heart, accepting the transition as part of my spiritual journey. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. In this journey of life, let us face death with calm and wisdom. Embrace impermanence as a part of life and live with virtue and love.